I thought maybe I was having an allergic reaction. I was gonna find a way to do it. You're gonna really regret getting tattoos like that.
Mukbang, mukbang. Oh no, there's a fire over here.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, hey there, good morning. I didn't see you. How are you doing? Bienvenidos. Welcome. If you guys are watching this right now, just know that we're posting at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, California time, United States of America on planet Earth.
Okay, you guys, this is before eyelash extensions. And this is during eyelash extensions. Now, this is like the least flattering angle of me, so sorry. But I haven't got eyelash extensions. Like, I haven't done this in so long, you guys. It's probably been over a year. I used to get them consistently and get them filled every 2 weeks, and I was like addicted to them. But I suffer from really bad anxiety disorder and panic disorder, and so doing something like this, which for most people is not a big deal at all, is really, really hard for me. And you probably think it's dramatic or don't really understand if you don't have like really bad anxiety, but for people that do, like laying with your eyes closed and not being able to move for 3 hours, because that's how long it takes to get the full set done at where I go, is extremely, extremely difficult. So when I first started, I full on started freaking out, but she was so sweet, and this is a new place I'm going to with a new lady, and I absolutely loved her. She made me feel so comfortable, and I was just really glad because I really love eyelash extensions and I want to be able to do them. It's just hard for me, so I was glad I got it done. Okay, you guys, this is with the eyelash extensions. I ended up going more with like the natural looking ones, but I think it was mainly because of my anxiety and I didn't want to be laying there for 3 hours. But I think they look really pretty and very like natural, and I love that. But I feel like when I'm on camera, like for the main channel and stuff, like it's hard to see them. So I might do them a little bit more dramatic and like full and a little bit longer maybe. But for the most part, I think they came out really, really good, and I'm really happy with my lash artist. She made me feel so comfortable, you guys. Like, I full on had like a bit of a anxiety attack like when she first started putting the glue on, because I haven't had them in so long, and the fumes like really burned my eyes, and I thought maybe I was having an allergic reaction. So I freaked out, and she made me feel so comfortable. She was super sweet, and yeah, I really liked her. But I'm starving. I literally was telling her, like, I want Chipotle or like Taco Bell or something, like the whole appointment. I was like so hungry. So Trav and I actually got some Chipotle, so we're gonna be eating that, and I'm so excited because I'm so hungry. It's gotten to the point now where my belly is so big that I can't push my chair in and eat all the way. Like, you don't realize that this sink gets in the way a lot. Like when I'm brushing my teeth or even just washing my hands like at the sink, like my belly gets in the way of stuff, and it's like, oh shoot, and I gotta like maneuver. So like this, it's like messy. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to get over to this thing? Big old belly in the way.
You're funny. Okay, so if people are wondering, I'll give you guys a quick lowdown while we mukbang it out here. We went to Chipotle.
It's mukbang.
Mukbang?
Well,
I thought it was mukbang.
Christine said that it's called mukbang.
I don't know. Mukbang, mukbang, whatever. Okay, so if you guys want to get like a vegan Chipotle thing, so this is just the tortilla. It's just a burrito, but it's the tortilla. We got brown rice, then did black beans, did the little fajitas with the bell peppers and the onions, did the sofritas, which is the seasoned tofu, did a little bit of the hot sauce. You could put the corn in it if you want. I don't think you did corn today, right, babe?
No, I did.
Oh, you did the corn.
I did corn. I did mild sauce, which is like kind of like the
thicker tomato-y looking one.
Oh my gosh, look who's here.
Oh my gosh. You want some Chipotle?
He's so cute.
Bandit. He's just sitting here up here having some lunch. And then we skip all the dairy stuff, and then you just get the, well, we always put guacamole on it, and then we put a little bit of lettuce on it.
You should let people know what the dairy stuff is, because before I went vegan, I didn't know like the difference between what was what. So like when I hear dairy, I think of just milk. I don't think of cheese, sour cream, butter. That's all like kind of.
That's all dairy. Good point. And then but I don't think they have anything butter at Chipotle.
No,
so
but
basically you would avoid any of the meat, the chicken, carne asada, steak stuff. You would avoid the sour cream. You would avoid the cheese. And I think that's
Why did you film yourself? You didn't film my no makeup face.
Because I want to watch your mukbang. Mukbang.
It's just so good. It's my favorite treat of a juice that I get.
The Izzy Sparkling Clementine.
Yeah. Oh, it tastes so good. I only get it sometimes though. Oh my god, I wasn't recording any of that. Oh my god, you guys literally just did this just filmed this whole thing and it wasn't recording. Okay, let me start over. I was showing you guys my OOTD. So this is just like a long maxi dress and here's the bump. Everyone always tells me, Shannon, this is not supposed to go over your clothes. It's supposed to go underneath. Guys, listen, I appreciate you trying to help me. I know it. It's just this is really itchy and so I can't wear it if I put it underneath my clothes because it itches me too bad and I scratch so much and I don't want to like have sores, so or stretch marks. So I just wear it on the outside of my clothes because I really don't care to try to impress anyone right now. It's just really all about comfort in this third trimester. Then just this little shirt that I got from TJ Maxx, little hat, and I'm gonna throw my sunglasses on and guess where we're about to go right now. Okay guys, so we're getting ready to go to the Spirit Halloween store to look at Halloween costumes. Some might think it's a little too early. It's like barely even September. Yeah, but well, it's in a few days in September. But we love like this holiday tone. Mainly me.
We love this mainly me. Yes, that's true.
Travis doesn't love it, but I do. And I just think it'll be fun to go in there and see if there's any fun little cute baby costumes. Because I've been looking at baby costumes and they have some really cute ones, but it's hard to find good ones. So I'm hoping maybe they'll have some good ones and I want to go early so that they're not like sold out or whatever. So anyways, that's what we're on our way to go do now. But Travis and I were in the car and we're talking about how like just hypothetical things, like if our daughter were to come up to us when she's like 16 and want like a belly button piercing or like a tattoo or you know something like that, like what would we do? And I think that's a really good question because we're kind of like planners. We like to think in advance. This could totally change too by the time she's 16. That's a long time from now. But like I personally think like what is the difference between piercing her ears or piercing her belly button? Like I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, belly button piercing at 16, that's too like sexual or whatever. But like I pierced my own belly button. Actually, that's not true. I didn't pierce my own belly button. My mom pierced a lot of my friends' belly buttons when we were in high school with their parents' permission because she was able to numb it. But I actually got my mom took me to get my belly button pierced when I was like 13 or 14, like really young at like a tattoo shop.
Maybe you should have had her pierce your belly button. Maybe it wouldn't look like it does today.
Okay, first of all, Travis gave me a really hard time about my belly button piercing. It was really popular, like, when I was growing up to get your belly button pierced. And I was very disturbed when I was younger, and I had an eating disorder, and I was anorexic, and I wasn't gonna eat. My doctor basically told my mom, like, she's gonna die if she doesn't eat. And my mom was like, I'll do anything for you to eat. And I think this is in my book. I talk about this. And I'm like, I want you to take me to get my belly button pierced. Basically manipulated my mother into getting my belly button pierced. I was a terrible kid. I would be the first to admit it. And right after I went to McDonald's and I ate a cheeseburger. So that's how I ended up getting my belly button pierced. I definitely regret it now because being pregnant, it not only looks really bad because that hole doesn't go away. My belly button piercing's been out for so long and it like just doesn't close up. And it is really, really hurty right now. I think those are the things maybe like I would tell our kid. She came up to us and was like, hey, Mom, I want to get my belly button pierced at like 15. I'd be like, okay, listen, this is like my experience with a belly button piercing. Take it or leave it. I'm okay with it. Ask your dad. What would you say?
But you know what? It's interesting that you... Oh no, there's a fire over here.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Is it like a bad fire? So what would you say, honey?
I feel like a lot of parents tell their kids some of these same stories, because I almost feel like every parent has a story about doing something that their kid wants to do. Like if a kid says, hey, I want to drink alcohol with my friends, a parent can say like, hey, this was my bad experience from that, or I want to get my belly button pierced. A mom's gonna have a story like yours.
So what would you say if our daughter came up to you and said, I want to get my belly button pierced? What would you say as the parent?
I think it just sort of, you know what, it's interesting because I didn't think of it in terms of when you were talking about as far as a sexual thing. I just immediately thought like, oh my gosh, when you're done with it, it doesn't close up. And it's just gonna be 2 holes in there, and then if you get pregnant, it's just gonna look terrible. That was more of what I was thinking. So I think it just kind of depends on age and how mature, and if they've thought something out for a while. And that, for me, growing up, that was why I never got into tattoos, because I could never think of something that I would literally want on my body for the rest of my life. And if you can wait to get through that impulsive time, I feel like, so if somebody was like, I gotta have this right now, it's so important to me, I gotta do it. You're like, okay, let's wait 3 months and let's see if it's just as important or even more important to you than it was 3 months ago. And a lot of times when you're a teenager,
Is that fire right there?
it's right here. And I feel like when you're a teenager and stuff like that, 3 months later or 4 months later, some of these things aren't that important.
So what would you say to her? Yes or no?
I'm way more open with piercings than, say, tattoo. Because piercings, like, you can take the piercing out and it will go away.
So you would say yes?
I don't think it'd be that big of a deal.
Me neither. So if our daughter came to us at 15 and wanted to get her belly button pierced, we would let her.
I think a tattoo would be a different story.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because we know how, one, expensive it
I would
is.
make her watch my laser tattoo removal videos.
Yeah.
And like literally make her watch the whole thing and then be like, okay, do you still want a tattoo?
Or what I think is what you could do, and like I said, we're not parents, so we don't know, but what I would say is, okay, let's do this. Tell me the size of the tattoo, and let's write down the colors and the design and all that stuff. Let's put it away, and let's look at it in 3 months and see if it's still so important to you and you want it on your body permanently or forever.
3 months? That's not long enough. I don't feel
Okay,
like.
or 6 months. I don't know. I mean, just long enough that they can get over that, like, impulsive, I need this, want this now. And
I feel like if
does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying, and it totally makes sense. And Travis, out of both of us, is like the rational one.
Yeah, that's true. But and real quick, I'll just finish this. I feel like even us as adults,
Yeah.
we're like that. We're like, oh my gosh, I need this, I want this. And if you were just to say, okay, if it's $5, then it's $5 or something, go buy it or whatever, do it, it's no big deal. But if it's, you know, more of a permanent thing or very expensive item or something, you're like, okay, let's just hold off. Do we really want it? Do we really need it? Can we wait 2 weeks? Can we wait a month and see if it's that important? Yes, it is that important a month or two later. Okay, then do it. But I don't know, we live in this world like, I need it, I want it now, and then sometimes we're like,
If our daughter is anything like me, she's gonna be like impulsive and want to do whatever she wants regardless of what anybody tells her, because that's how I was when I was younger. I didn't really care what anybody said. Even with the tattoos on my stomach, my older sister, who was kind of like also a mom figure to me, was like, you're gonna really regret getting tattoos like that when you're pregnant. They're gonna be all stretched out and look disgusting. And it's so funny because some people are like, oh my god, I love the way your tattoos look now that you're pregnant.
we're not trying to single out tattoos, because if somebody's into tattoos and into art, then that's cool. It's just the impulse things that you regret later.
Well,
that's mostly what we're really talking about.
Yeah.
Because tattoos are cool, and there's some really cool
But
tattoos.
they're not permanent anymore. So
Well,
that's like,
I mean,
there's a difference now, because nowadays you can get it removed if you don't like it. It's difficult. I feel like if it was something like, I don't know, if for some reason she had a best friend, and this is like really morbid and like messed up, but like she had a best friend and something terrible happened, like her best friend got cancer or something and ended up passing away. She was like, Mom, like I really want to get a tattoo of this to remember, you know, so-and-so by. Like, how do you say no to that? I feel like there's certain situations and like different things maybe that come up. I I don't know. Would you say like you have to wait till you're 18 and then you can do it? Like, I don't know. I just feel like at 14 years old, I got my very first tattoo. I found a way to get it done. My parents would have never let me get a tattoo, but I wanted it, and I was gonna find a way to do it. It's just like drugs and alcohol. Like, your kids are gonna find ways to like do stuff that they're probably not supposed to do. You can do everything in your power to be a good parent and try to like teach them, but sometimes some kids are just gonna go and do things anyways, and you want to be able to protect them the best you can. So I don't know, it's just like there's so much to think about when you become a parent. It's like you want to do the best for your kid, you know, and it's just like, I don't know, everybody's obviously gonna choose different things that they think is best for their kid, because we don't all think similarly, but it's just interesting conversations that we have that we thought we'd vlog.
Yeah. If you guys hate these kind of vlogs, let us know in the comments. And a lot of times we get going with these conversations that we think are really important and or kind of relevant. And I don't know, I feel like we talk about a lot more things than other people do. And so sometimes, you know, rather than making, you know, 30-minute vlogs, like we're doing some different things, but I know sometimes when we get talking, our vlogs just get long from us talking and interacting.
These babies are so creepy. Look at it, it's like coming straight for you. It's so creepy.
Honey, are you gonna eat all those apples?
Honey, I'm gonna eat all the fruit. I ate a whole carton of strawberries and 5 plums, like all in one day.
You want me to just set you up a sleeping bag here and you can just kind of hang out, stay the night?
I'm hungry for lots of fruit. Alright you guys, this is what's in our cart so far. We have organic half and half, strawberries, kale, celery, carrots, pineapple, plums. I'll eat all of these in one day. A thing of Pink Lady apples, and I'll eat all of those in the same day also, but I need lots of fruit. You guys, I told Travis when we got in the car, he was trying to put the groceries in, I stopped him. I'm like, excuse me, I need those Oreos for the ride home. So I'm eating them in the car. I'm so hungry. You guys, are my eyes getting kind of swollen down here? Do my eyes look like they're swelling a little bit on the bottom part? I hope I'm not getting allergic from these lashes already. They already feel like really irritated and itchy, so I really hope that...
It might just be the extra Oreos you ate tonight.
I hope it goes away tomorrow and it's just irritated from like the fumes or something.
So much.
I love you too, Penny. So you guys, we're going to the doctor tomorrow for...
We are?
Yeah, we have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 8:50. What do you mean?
I'm just kidding. I know, I have it in my calendar. I already knew about it.
So I'm gonna bring up the whole biocoordinate uterus and see what they have to say and bring my labs, not my labs, my medical records into them. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. Make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's vlog. Mwah!
And you know, we'll be here tomorrow.
Will you?